Our technology is the most advanced of them all. You don't even purify them and you just use it on your face. That's going to cause the itch, that's going to cause the redness. You can feel the prickliness, but it actually doesn't do anything.
Yes, Korea's most controversial skincare trend right now is Spicule skincare. Some people call it the future of topical skincare, at least, while others are saying it's irritating, it's overhyped, and it's completely misunderstood. Spicules, they're like tiny skincare celebrities. Suddenly, everywhere, they're surrounded by hype, but nobody seems to completely be sure what they actually do. So I went directly to Korea and interviewed one of the top Spicule skincare experts I could find. Someone who's been developing, studying, and personally using this technology for more than 10 years. A decade. This isn't guesswork. It's not recycled social media hype, because that's what I'm seeing everywhere, recycled single videos. And it's not someone simply repeating claims from sponsored articles. This today is an expert who works directly with the laboratories and has personally used spicules for years and has seen them used on thousands upon thousands of real people. Real experience, real data, real information, all for you to separate the legitimate science from the marketing madness out there. What spicules are actually doing to your skin. Why some formulas feel dramatically stronger than other ones. The biggest mistakes people are making at home. Who should use spicules and who absolutely should avoid these. And what you need to avoid before and after your treatment sessions. But that was only the beginning. I actually pushed her beyond the standard talking points you hear. And I asked for the deeper information most people never hear from within Korea. Along the way, she reveals some surprising skincare secrets coming directly from inside Korea, the things that most people in America never have heard before. So let's expose the myths, confirm the facts, and find out whether spicules really deserve all the attention they're getting on social media today and for your skin. Your time's valuable. Let's dive right in. You're going to love this one. And there you are. How are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us all the way from Korea.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
How are you awake at this hour?
I mean, I'm excited to join the live, so I don't really feel that tired yet. Maybe after the live, I would probably just faint to sleep.
Well,
But
when
I'm all
I'm
good
in
now.
Korea, I try and go out to eat early sometimes. So I'll try and go out at like 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It's like the place is closed down. I'm looking at what holiday is happening here. And then I go back at 10, 11, 12, 1 at night, and it's hustling and bustling. There's food everywhere.
Yeah, that's correct. So Koreans, they're awake until very, very late. So it's no problem.
Yeah. So I love that about the culture, though. I just change how I am. So did you get to see my video on spicules? You have to
Yes,
say yes.
of course. I've watched everything. My whole team watched it, and not just us. We have been sharing your videos to our partners around the world because they were so educational, so full of information that are actually correct, because most of the time people get them wrong, and they were so easy to understand the way you presented it. So we have been using it, sharing it the last few days. So thank you again for trusting our products and using them and sharing it with the people.
Yeah. No, thank you. Well, the most interesting to me, and I think important for everyone here to hear, when I went over there and I obviously talked and met with you, tried all the products, and I've been looking at spicules for a long time. But then when I was in Korea and went to your location and met everyone there in the operation that you have going, what struck me the most, I said, hey, usually when I send, hey, there's 10 questions, I'm coming tomorrow, I want these answered, people run away. I might not hear from companies. I got a PowerPoint back within 4 hours. Dr. Rajani, we're happy to see you. We're so excited to talk science. And I thought, this is a kind of a joke. Can't be real. But they were so happy to talk science with me.
Yes. I was in Bangkok when you visited, and I was just so sad I couldn't join. but my teammates actually shared with me that you shared your questions with them. But for us, it was really exciting because the depth of your questions really showed that you truly understand and have truly deep questions about our technology and our products, which kind of got us more exciting. So I heard my teammates stayed up in the office until like 11 at night to prepare the answers for your questions. And that itself was a really helpful um, it helped them learn more as well, because they had to prepare the answers to your questions, and they studied deeper and deeper about a technology, what science materials we have. So it was a great experience for us as well.
Well, I tell you what, and I just I consider like a man of the world in a sense. So I'm not coming down on specific countries, but I will tell you, a lot of times in the country that I'm in, when you ask science, like people take off. And I think part of
Yes.
that is because Instagram, social media here, from what I see, plays such a big role in
Hmm.
patients being driven into clinics that people just want TikTok and Instagram. And that the negative part of that is when you ask science questions, no one wants to answer because they can just throw up an influencer and sell a ton of product without the science. The opposite, the same was through with the Xtherma that I went to see, and even ZERP is in. I checked all of those out. When I talk science, they all want to talk science, but I think that's what allows Korea to be a leader. If they get
Yeah.
away from that, they're going to fall. But as long as you
Yeah.
guys maintain that, tell me this: in terms of spicules, tell us how they're positioned in Korea. I'm actually, as you know, when you and I first met, I'm over the moon excited about spicules because the glass skin concept and what they can do. Give us a Korean perspective of how they fit into a routine. How do Koreans use them? Give what would you say to all these people from around the world, but also America, Canada, and the UK, and around Europe? That's who we have here today.
Right. So Spicules actually has been around since a few decades, I believe, in the aesthetic field.
Mhm.
But I feel like the spicules they were used to a few decades ago were mostly for peeling purposes. So they would use them as like scraping off the surface of the skin, which I don't think is utilizing the best of the potential of spicules, because spicules basically help the absorption of good ingredients. For example, hyaluronic acid, collagen. Now, these ingredients are all of very big molecular sizes, which don't really absorb on its own if you just put them topically onto your face. So I think, Koreans, they're crazy about skincare. They want to make sure everything they put on their face actually do the work. So they are implementing spicules into their skincare routine to help with the absorption of the other skincare products that they're using. But like you have mentioned, our spicules would position slightly differently, because ours isn't just helping with the absorption of any topicals that you put on top, but also specifically delivering the GHK peptides, like you mentioned, because they are actually bonded to the spicule. So there have been different approaches in using spicules in the skincare products, but I mean, I am proud to say that our technology is the most advanced of them all.
People here know me like it's the top of the top of the top, right? Forever, because the way for me, this is just a group of people. We're all trying to do the same thing. I'm living what I hope they're trying to live, which is optimize our aesthetics without
Mhm.
doing surgery. But when surgery is needed, we do. Surgery's fine. It's nothing wrong. But we're a group of people trying to get the best outcomes, and that's why I bring everything in that I do. And by far, I will say yours are the top. One of the things you're so smart with, I mean, I don't know how long you've been around doing this stuff for, but you're absolutely right about the first 2013 is the first time that I saw spicules and looked into them. And exactly that. It was for peeling. What's
Yeah.
interesting as well, so many people are asking me with Idenal, they ask, one of their top questions is, will I peel using these? So some people historically remember what you're talking about. Can
Yeah.
you comment on what they can expect for peeling? We've also had some people that didn't feel anything, by the way, a minority, but they're like, I'm worried because I don't feel prickling.
Well, the products that you can find with Dr. Rajani's platform would be the nourishing cream and the boosting serum. Now, those two are in lower concentrations of the spicules than the ones that you can find in clinics, because we do have the in-clinic protocol as well, which is why some people might not be able to feel it. But I really, really want to emphasize that there is an optimal concentration of spicules. It doesn't mean that having millions and 10 millions of spicules in one treatment would do the best results. That's basically microneedling like hours and hours on your face, and you're going to say you're going to have the results. So it's always the right amount, which is what we want to focus on. And because we have the lower concentration, and these are for maintenance protocol at home, we focused on helping the enhancement of absorption and routine care, so that you're not going to see any peeling, you're not going to see redness that's going to happen, because these are made with the optimal concentration to use routinely at home.
You see, right off the bat, America, this is it. Like, I watched a few people from the World Cup come over here, because we have a lot of people coming to America for the World Cup, and they're like, oh my gosh, Costco. You know, you buy a bag of chips. I know in Korea, you buy all the little things and everything. You buy a bag of chips, the bag of chips is huge. You get they're like, oh my God, I got the big gulp soda. I mean, these are creatines that I take, you know, for when I don't want to take a creatine shake. But this would be, multiply this by 4, and that's the big gulp soda they're drinking. So they love being in America because it's supersized. What you said, I spend decades educating people that more doesn't mean better. And we're actually talking that with density, ZERP, Extherma that we covered yesterday, because people want to facelift and they want to burn the face off so it lifts when the burn goes away. What you're talking about with spicules, I love that you said it's always the correct concentration. It's just with red light. Americans are focused on, hey, I want more power, the better. No, it's photobiomodulation. You want the right wavelength at a low level to stimulate the mitochondria. But with spicules, many people ask that. And just to tell people, there is the in-clinic version that I think, do you believe that clinics are going to start offering them? Because I do, and they're higher concentrations, and I've had that done, and that is intense. I would say not for home use, but tell us about for home use, how you recommend people use it, how many times a week that you see from experience in Korea.
So we've got the nourishing cream, the one in the golden needle form. So that is made for a bit more concentrated home care routine. So it's going to be once every 3 days. I wouldn't recommend to use it every day. If you are new to spicules and you've never tried using any spicule products before, I would recommend you can start with smaller areas of your face. So maybe, for example, your eyes, next to your eyes, the periorbital layers, and maybe your nasolabial folds or your pore sizes around here, maybe just a little bit of your wrinkles over here. And then you can increase the area that you're using. Then you can move on to your whole face. The boosting serum, however, it's a lower concentration version, which you can use every day, every night before your cream. So this, I wouldn't recommend to just finish it with the boosting serum, because that is going to open up the channels, which might make you feel a bit more dry. So the recommended protocol will be cleanse your face, maybe use a skin toner that you usually use at home, and then the boosting serum, and then a cream that you could use post, I don't know, your night cream or any creams that you have at home. So that would be
I'm a big fan of that one cream, and maybe I'll bring it in for the people, but I even sent that to one of my formulators, your cream, because I like the consistency of it. What do you call that one? You sent me an extra one.
It's called the locking cream. We call it the locking cream because it locks in all the good ingredients on your face.
Well, I really like that locking cream. You brought up something, I want to clarify something. So I obviously have both of these, okay, these products. For people that have both, this is the one that you could potentially use every day. You want to start slow, but you could use every day. The cream one I like because it's complete. So when I'm traveling, it's kind of a complete cream.
Mhm.
but this is the serum. Do you have any people that use the serum and the cream in the same day or layer them, or can you talk about that?
Yes, we do have our very loyal customers who have been using it for more than a few years have actually layered them, and we do learn from our consumers as well. So they do the boosting serum first for the full face, and then the nourishing cream on areas that they are more concerned about. For example, you could do it on the full face, to double layer, that's fine. But then if you, again, when you're starting off with two layers, then I would recommend to start off with more concerned areas first, and then you can move on to the full face.
And I think the other thing, a lot of people, we have people from around the country and understand America is a big country. Canada is even a bigger country, meaning there's not a lot of centers where people have access to treatments, like
Hmm.
meaning Ulthera, Thermage,
Yeah.
Extherma. And this is just entering clinics now, as you know. So a lot
Hmm.
of people won't have access to it. But how I see it too, for those people that want to step it up, they may not have access to clinics that have the clinic spicules. Layering these can give them more towards a clinic type of treatment. I don't know if
Yeah.
you like, that's how I do it, because I do have the medical grade doctor ones, of course.
Yeah.
But even for me with traveling, I'm in the water, doing sports, all this stuff. I rather tailor it to what I'm doing. Like the next 3 days aren't windy. I'm not going to be on the water. I'm doing my spicules today because I'm just going to be more indoors, whether that makes sense. Now, we do have a lot of people ask night or morning.
Nourishing cream, I would recommend to use it at night because, again, it is actually helping open up channels and deliver ingredients, enhance absorption. Now, that would mean it's better to do it at night before you go, when you don't have any sun exposure. If you put it in the morning, make sure you do full SPF protection so that you don't get hyperpigmentation. I mean, it's a low risk, but it may happen. We always want to stay safe.
Just
So
like with
yes,
microneedling, if you
yes,
know, a much lower level, but consider it like that.
yes,
Why not do
of,
it at night? That's the way I look at it. Why
mhm,
not?
exactly.
But like we have a lot of people that don't ever leave the house. Like a lot of people work at home. Doesn't matter when they do it. Like some days I
Yeah.
know I'm not leaving the house or the office, right? You can do it. A good
I
question someone asked here, what about the neck?
Well, yes, they are actually phenomenal for the neck wrinkles. I have a few cases about the neck as well. Um, I do want to point out that because the spicules might stay inside for your skin for about 1 to 2 days. If you wear any clothes with colors that kind of cause friction around the neck area, you might feel a slight itch, which I would emphasize not to scratch because that's going to cause more redness, but they are phenomenal for the neck. So I recommend please try it.
I've been using it on my neck. Like, and no problems, or the neck's going to exfoliate. For people that don't know, like eyes, the eye area heals up quick. You never put these in your eyes. Make sure you don't get it in your eyes. But the eye area skin tends to heal quick. The cheek is a thicker dermis, and the neck is thinner, and so it exfoliates at a different rate than the rest of the face or the eyes. But so I use them less, but I still use them because I think for crepey skin,
Hmm.
they're pretty amazing, right? Like I don't, you tell me, I'm just telling you my experience. They want to know from you, but I find the crepey skin is where you see a nice difference with these.
Yes. I think it also comes with the consistency because we wanted to make sure um the formula isn't too dry or isn't it's gonna make the skin too dry. So we tried the name kind of says it. It's a nourishing cream, so it helps nourish as well. So it's very very good for crepey skin as well.
Now, here's one that if you don't want to answer, it's okay. I just say what I say all the time, and people there's people out there that want to hang me upside down. I get it, but I just say what I say in the world of aesthetics because it's what I believe and what I learn. And as you know, it's backed by science and what I see in the real world. But I tell you this, I've told you, I've looked into spicules and different products for over 10 years. I also, when I became more interested in your product, I have a closet full of spicules upstairs that I purchased online. And even when I go, when you go to these congresses, I leave with a garbage bag full. Everyone wants to give me their stuff. So I've got other spicule companies. I will just tell you my experience, and I've given them a good shot at trying them. The results don't come close. I feel like I get redness, I get inflammation. More importantly, I can feel the tingling, but I just don't see results or that smooth skin like I did with yours. And I'm just saying that I could have anything in my store, and I'd love to have $40 products because I'd be a multi-gazillionaire, because that's what people want to buy. Yours products are, I would say, a little more expensive for people, but I'll tell you, in my experience, nothing of this in the spicule realm came close to the results we see. That's my experience. I know in Korea there's different spicule products. Can you comment about, because a lot of people will ask about $50 products, $40, and if you don't want to answer that, that's fair. I answer it, but that's been my experience.
I mean, I would love to answer that, because that's basically where we ace at. So like you mentioned, there's so many Spicule products in the market. I think I could say the three main differentiators. Number one is the purification process, like you mentioned. There are many Spicule products. I can guarantee you can even find it on Amazon. Some might see, okay, I heard Spicules are great.
I bought some off Amazon to test them. I buy Amazon products to see how legit they are.
And then they will say, oh, the cream is so expensive, I'll just buy it and I'll just use it myself. Some might find that way. But you would realize some Spicule products that you find are green in color or gray in color. Now, that is because they are not purified. Now, imagine you get the sponge from the fresh water or the sea, and you don't even purify them, and you just use it on your face. Now, that's going to cause inflammation. That's going to cause the itch. That's going to cause the redness, which we purify a 9-step procedure, very, very thorough procedure, to make sure that it has close to zero impurities inside our product. So that is one differentiator that I can guarantee we are different from the rest.
Number one, pure spicules. And I think that's right there is enough to differentiate it. But that number one is pure spicules. Number two? Number
two is, again, with the effects. Because we have the GHK peptides attached to the spicules, the results, it's very obvious that it should be different, because it's not just saying, okay, the channels are open, now let everything else in. That's not it. Ours actually have the GHK peptides bonded to the spicules, which makes the difference. And this technology, bonding the GHK peptides to the spicules, our technology is patented in over 20 countries, and it's our unique technology, which no other spicule companies can follow, which I would say that makes a difference again.
People, while you're thinking of number three, it's late in Korea, so as you're thinking of number three, just to tell people how hard that is to do, to get a patent, to get that glutathione bond. I'm in the factory, so I can tell you guys, that's not done. A lot of the products that you're getting here in America and that are made in America, different countries that you're buying on Amazon, just what you said there, because some of the companies, one of the companies I work with in Korea, they had 62 studies. So I'm up presenting something on stage, and the guy comes up, the head guy comes up, oh, Dr. Rajani, we're at 72 studies now. Like within 6 months, I was outdated because they added another 10 studies to their, but that's a rarity. What you've done there is extremely hard to do and very expensive. So now you can go to number three. So I love it.
So number three is somewhat close to number one, but it's a fact that many people don't really know. So it's I would say a secret.
We love these, by the way, things that people don't know. It's like a YouTube hook. Nobody knows this, but
the spicules actually have different lengths. Now, this is very important. Many of the time, the spicules, because they're very, very small and thin, through the manufacturing procedure, the spicules break and they just become powder-like. You can feel the prickliness, but it actually doesn't do anything. It's just like small shatters of glass, and that's it. We have a thorough process of filtering where we filter the spicules in different lengths to make sure that all the spicule lengths are uniform inside our products. Now, sometimes if you get the spicule products from the market and you see them with the microscope, you would be able to see them broken up. So some are just this small, some are this long. They're just doing their own thing. But ours, we make sure they are all uniform to make sure it has the same results all the time you do. So the three facts are over there. And one last thing I just wanted to point out. Many times people just, and I think the problem is social media and marketing. They market it as if spicules are just a miraculous cosmetic product that you can find. But I think because they give the results, they also have to be very, very carefully looked at, which is why we only try to work with doctors like Dr. Rajani, registered doctors and professionals, because they need to be through guided professionals like yours. So you would make sure that the consumers who are getting the products from you are educated properly. They know how to use them properly, because otherwise, like I said, it doesn't mean it's good if you just use them every day. You need to know the right protocol. So that's why, again, I want to emphasize, even if you want to try spicules with other brands, okay, go try it. But please, you need to follow the guidance by our lovely Dr. Rajani, because he's the
You
best.
know, it drives me crazy. Not from a personal point of view, but the person, the patient, the client, whatever you want, not getting results, buying junk, and then be like, well, your product's more expensive or too expensive. The people have to understand, I don't care if someone needs a cheap product, I can't help them. Like how I learned this first is in clinic. Someone came in and sat in front of me, and I say, right off that, I'm fairly expensive. I'm going to get you your result. You're going to have to pay. I cost money, but guess what? In my mind, I'm the best. Meaning, if I was coming in, I want to see someone like myself that knows the anatomy, that's not going to cause problems. I'm talking fillers and stuff. And the gal said to me, she looked me in that. This was many years ago. I learned so much, like you said, from my patients. The girl looked me in the eye, and I said, "Okay, here comes." And she goes, "Doctor, the most expensive things in life I've ever purchased are those that do not work." And that was before Amazon. That was like before you maybe have even been born. So that may have been back then. And she said that to me, and it stuck with me. And I say it now: the most expensive things you buy are those that don't work. Well, all the I probably spent of my own money several thousands of dollars that I have spicules sitting upstairs. I could show them. None of them have really worked. I put them on the back of my hands. I've tried different ways that they didn't work. How expensive is that versus this here with a refill lasts me? For those that don't know, there's a refill in the box, of which I'm going to show after you're gone today and we let you go to bed. It's 3 a.m. there now. I'm going to show people how to unlock it and what the cap means and different things, but it even comes with a refill here. This lasts me a long time. I don't need a lot of product, and I do treat my neck. So like the most expensive thing you purchase is that which does not work. But with Amazon, that accentuated everything, because people are used to either just send it back or just throw it out because it was only $40. That goes to the dump. That's your carbon footprint. It drives me crazy. So long story, I'm with you. We don't care about everyone in the world. We care about those people that are in the niche that want education, want the best. Now, some people are asking, I know it's late for you, but we'll take a couple questions from the people. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
So they want to know about using it with, and you can do rapid fire if you want. We can do you can do 3 sentences, whatever you want.
Okay.
They want to know, can you use it with retinol?
I wouldn't recommend to use it with retinol on the same day. If you see reactions, if you see redness, that would most of the time be due to using it with the wrong products on the same day. So
what about rosacea? Can you use it with rosacea?
Active rosacea, I wouldn't recommend. If your rosacea is a stable state, I would definitely recommend. They are amazing.
Girl, you're smart at 3 in the morning. My gosh, you sound like me talking there. It's the same with RF and with NUA and things. Active. You hear what she said. And for you guys watching, go back and play this over because they miss things on my video. People like and I know the kids are around. How can you concentrate on a 24-minute video? But she said, I wouldn't use with active rosacea. And also understand there's 4 or 5 different types of rosacea. We don't know which type you have. And then you can do a test spot. So I love that you said active rosacea. That's why we get along so well. We're on the same page. Okay, good. What question? Okay, spicules are the best to target what age group? Can I preface something here before you answer? This is Sundays are maybe the day the things that drive me crazy, but here's what drives me crazy because we did a video yesterday and it was on RF skin tightening, and you know the Koreans are number one in my opinion with RF radio frequency skin tightening. You can just go in before your barbecue and get 300 shots of whatever you want. I love that, and maybe you can tell us about that. But what they say is, doctor, why don't you show it on a mature woman? And I'm like, well, for one, I'm a mature man. What age group do you want? And then there's a 67-year-old woman in the before and afters. Is that mature? And yes, there was a model that was used and she was 35, 37. So we have all ranges. But people, I could put an 80-year-old in, they're all young people. So it's kind of a triggering something that I've never understood. So your answer to that, what age group is the best? Now you know, I've had my rant. You can go on.
Okay, now I need to find the right answer. But I would say for all age groups, there are no best target, but definitely for aging skin, it's gonna work better because definitely it has the GHK peptides, it has other supporting ingredients that's gonna help with the aging. It has a slight stimulation that's gonna help with the collagen rebuilding. I would say age skin, it's amazing, but even for someone in their 20s or their 30s who want to prevent the aging, or maybe they have post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation from their acne scars, for example, because I did, that's going to be amazing as well. So yeah.
Love your answer. And I would say the one age group, what we're seeing now is everyone wants me to talk about under 16-year-old skincare, under 18-year-old skincare. That's the demographic that big corporations are targeting now because they know it. I would say, like in my opinion, retinols, AHAs, have fun with skin, but you know they have masks. I know in Asia they have masks with Bugs Bunny or whatever it is. It's not Bugs Bunny, but it's your guys' cartoons for the kids. But I think too young do not need spicules. It's like retinol and AHA, and we have to be careful with our kids what we expose them to. That's just my personal opinion. But anything. Understand, to me, there's demographics in their 20s, 40s, and 80s. We're all important. And it's skin age. I've seen 70-year-olds that have 40-year-old skin and 40-year-olds with 70-year-old skin. I have a hard time saying what age. But the fact is, all skin types, in my opinion, do benefit from them. What about skin types? So I'd be a 4. My color of kind of brown would be a 4. Obviously, white would be skin type 1, and then black on the slide would be skin type 6. Anything we need to know for skin types, colors?
So we have built cases throughout skin types 1 through 6, and we had no issues. So I would say even for skin type 6, it's fine to use the cream and the serum. But as usual, skin type 6 always focus more on SPF, I think, for hyperpigmentation preventing, just in case.
And skin test. Why not skin test, right? And then that helps. You know, do a test for 24 hours. Do a test spot, and then if anyone who's worried, do a test spot. I have a generalized question, and then we'll get to the makeup one, but. A lot. Why? I mean, we have a real Korean. Where are you in Seoul right now? Can you tell us or no? So she's in an undisclosed location in Seoul. She walks the streets like I do down there. You see everything. Tell us. One of the things I'm gonna show people is a little bit of AI, because I walked in the clinic and I got my AI skin test, and AI is coming to America, where we take pools of patients and we can kind of determine what my face might look like, what treatments I should do, what my elasticity is, and then maybe remeasure, but using AI to guesstimate what I could be. And I use those words specifically, what I could be. And that's culturally okay in some countries, but in America, people are like, what do you mean what you could be? They don't like the thought of
Yeah.
beauty makes you richer, or looking better, or having some glow improves your work, potential of getting a job, all those things, which I know
Yeah.
well from Korea, China, and different countries. It's normal to me.
Yeah.
Tell anything from the culture in Korea
Mm-hmm.
that you think, and it could be good, it could be bad, or something that we could take away for the
Mm-hmm.
culture that you see in America. Because I know I met you in Vegas too, right? You're all over America. So and you can go any direction you want, but is there, like, one of the things I notice, I'm way healthier over there. I'm eating
Mm-hmm.
like crazy. I'm not getting fat. My six
Mm-hmm.
pack is coming through. I energy's up. I'm literally going to bed at 3 a.m, getting up at 8, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Um, and it's the food for me, because
Yeah.
and it's like when I'm in Japan, particularly, I'm eating the broths. When I'm
Mm-hmm.
in Europe, I'm eating the real bread. I'm eating a baguette and a croissant every day with butter. I got no belly. I come
Mm-hmm.
to America, I try and do that. I gotta really watch what I eat. So
Yeah.
maybe it's food, maybe it's culture, society, anything we can learn, positive or negative, from your culture.
Well, I think the good thing you could take away from Korean culture is that yes, they do care about how they look, and they care a lot, and that could seem toxic to many Americans, I think. But I think the best part of that is it's not that, oh, you need to look pretty all the time. You need to look like this certain celebrity all the time. I think it's more about looking the best version of yourself. So you are in this certain age, you can you can take care of your skin to make sure it looks the way it should look. So if you don't take care of your skin, then that's going to look more aged or unhealthy rather than what it could have been, like you mentioned, what I could look like. And I think that's really about taking care of yourself, making sure that you are the best version of yourself, and that also aligns with health as well. So it's like you go work out, you eat good, you do the skincare routine, you shower every day, you go to sauna to make sure you are in the best version of yourself, and that kind of shows in the aesthetic way as well. I think that's what is about the Korean standards. Yeah.
I wish I had two things: money and
Mhm.
time. Because you
Mhm.
said two things there that are important. When I was in China, I went to this wellness place,
Mhm.
and it was cheap. And they had
Mhm.
hyperbaric oxygen, LED beds, lounge places that you could. Have you ever been to one? I don't know if you go to China, but they had the food, they had arcade games, they had mermaid diving pools. It was all health and wellness surrounded around fun and ideas. They had massage in there and different things. Um, I would bring wellness to America if I had money, because what you just said is part of the lifestyle that we talk about every day. And I think sleep, food, and exercise. Exercise is the number one drug in the world. And I don't,
Mhm.
you can put it up against cancer drugs. You can put exercise up against all, and exercise wins. But I'll
Yep.
tell you one thing. When I was in one of the first times I was in Korea, and they knew I wanted to interview people, they brought 10 girls out to interview. This was at a big PDRN, the salmon sperm one. You'll know it. I don't want to say the name. I could, but it's a big salmon sperm factory. So they're like, Rajani wants to interview Korean women about skincare. So they brought 10 down. What struck me the most, I go, tell me, let's talk diet. Almost, they all ate meat. They're all
Mhm.
like eating a lot of general meat. And of course, I was
Yep.
happy about that, because I was one of my first times there, and I'm like, okay, this is my style. And broths. Anything about the diet that struck me, but maybe it was erroneous. It was just a small sample.
No, no, no. You are totally right. I think Koreans nowadays they are focusing more on the ratio of the meal. So it would be the carbohydrates, the protein, and the fats. So they try to eat it in the right ratio. So that would mean they need to eat the right protein. So they would always try to focus to have the right protein every meal. And if you tried going to the convenience store, the Korean convenience store, I'm
Well,
sure
I've
you have,
been. Yeah.
they have so many different variations of protein stuff. So protein
There's
snacks, protein.
protein only ones. I was in
Yeah.
one that was a protein only convenience. Well, I don't know what you call it. It was all
Yes.
electronic.
Yes. Yeah. They call it the zero store. So it has
Yes.
zero sugar. So they have all products with zero sugar, but the right proteins. And you know, Koreans, they're crazy about food. So they taste amazing. Everything tastes amazing. They have like tons of different flavors of protein drinks. They've got banana flavored, they've got coffee flavored, they've got milk tea flavored. And so I think it's really about number one, the right ratio, and number two, the variation. Because again, um, eating the right food every day must be tasty. So I think that
Oh.
is the right thing.
The other thing, the last thing, and then we'll do a couple spicule questions, I'll let you go. But the other thing that I noticed when I was interviewing them, and this was new to me, and I think it'll be new to a lot of our people here. I try and get people to start their own home spa. I kind of feel like I have a little area in my bathroom. We call it bathroom in Canada, the washroom, bathroom, in they say restroom in America. I don't know. I know yours are your bathrooms are so advanced, they do everything for you. There's sprays coming out, all this stuff. I can't even run the bathrooms you have, but everyone should have a home med spa. But the one thing these gals are like, because I was working Saturdays and we were going up to see the salmon go, and they go, well, we won't be up there Saturday because Saturday's our skincare day, and we do the 8-hour masks and the 6-hour. Their Saturday was their home skin routine day, and it blew me away. It's a several hour event often, much like what I saw in China. That was a whole day event too. But would you, like, how many hours would one spend a week or a day on skincare? And is there 4-hour blocks that people have, or are these misconceptions?
I feel like we have two different types of people in Korea, just like everywhere else. The people that you've met, they have like a 12-step skincare routine every day, but not just for skincare. They've got a 10-step routine for the hair and the scalp, and then they do gua sha around their body and their everywhere. And then they go for a foam roller massage to make sure they massage the lymphs. So you've got those people. And then you've got people like me who want the efficiency. So they want the results, but they don't want the time because they are too tired. So what we do is we just kind of get the best out of the best of them and just kind of compact it into a 3-step protocol. So for me, that's where I'm not trying to market it over here. That's where the spicules come in, because the spicules help boost the skincare routine for me. So that kind of shortens all the skincare routine that others might have to do like 12 steps, but I personally only do 3 steps. So I just do the prepping with our skin toner, and then I do the boosting serum, and then I put on a cream to put on, and then I just go to sleep. And the day I do the nourishing cream, I would put on a sheet mask. I saw you, I think you also had a video about Korean the Korean face masks post the cream. That is
Yes.
actually a really good combination. So I would do the nourishing cream, so that kind of open up the channels. It's stinging, it's tingling. Then I put this sheet mask on, and then I would just rest for about 20 minutes, take it off, and then I would go to sleep. So you can have the compact version. I know some of you over here might feel overwhelmed. Oh my God, if I want to look pretty, I want to look healthy, I need to go through that few hour step protocol. There are people like me as well who kind of
Good. Just like everywhere, right? You get all different options. So that was amazing. I'll answer one thing here about wound healing. Like, a lot of people are worried older skin. There's this big narrative. I think it's a lot American too. Not picking on American today, but older skin has poor wound healing. Here's the thing: poorer than what? Like a lizard regrows its tail when you pull it off. Okay, well, the older lizard takes a while. That's an amazing feat of the world. But if you cut or you get an abrasion in your hand, 90-year-olds heal. Maybe they have to be a little more careful than the 20-year-old that heals up the next day. But by 3 days, that skin's healed up. And the healthier you are, the better you eat, all those things, red light, the healthier it heals up. So having done fillers and biostimulators and platelet-rich fibrin and PRP, fat transfer is always done. Having seen all of that, wound healing, if your body can heal a wound, you have wound healing factors. And so it still works really well in older people. That was one, I always see that question, but it drives me crazy because people love to make TikToks and Instagrams that scare people. Oh my God, biostimulators don't work if you're 70 because your body's wound healing's gone. Well, if your wound healing is gone, then you got bigger problems. If you cut yourself and it doesn't heal, you have deep health problems that you need to do first. These are really good for people on weight loss products too, like GLP-1s. I'm doing a whole thing on peptides next week as well. But we've seen really great results on people that are on retatrutide. I know a lot of people don't understand what's going on in Korea, but understand that all these things are in Korea too. I walk by many clinics that you walk in, you get your prescription same minute for your Ozempic, your retatrutide. You know what all these things are. Can you comment real briefly, and then we'll let you go, I promise. Tell us about weight loss, because people and those things with spicules.
Well, I feel like it's not just in America, like you mentioned. It's also very, very common now in Korea. It's an amazing step, but again, I think because Koreans focus a lot on their skincare routine generally, even after the weight loss medication they take, the skin quality doesn't really go so bad so quickly. But I think when you're on the GLP-1, it's more important to take care of your skin better than you did before, because it is known with studies. I'm not an expert in this area, but it is known that it also reduces the collagen level in the skin as well, which means your skin quality would also go down. Not just with the volume loss. I mean, with volume loss, you would be able to do other EBDs or injectables, but then with the skin quality, you can prevent it with the right skincare products and the right skin treatments. So I think using spicules, with not just the spicules, but with the peptides that help rebuild your skin quality, would be the right choice.
You said EBD. They don't say anything more, but in the comments, I want to see how many, like this EBD, I can take a Korean off the street that speaks a little bit English and they go, oh, EBDs. Like you're not talking like just because you're in the industry, but I want to know how many people in the comments know what an EBD is. EBD. Because these are common, like you said, EBD, like it's like I'm having popcorn. And in America, most people don't know EBD because we're not using it properly. But it rolls off the tongue of Koreans like EBD. I feel like I'm back in Korea right now, and I only just left there. I only got home a week or two ago. But EBD, EBD. They're saying it in the comments. But I'm interested to hear. Does anyone even know what that means? But you were very Korean right there, and I love it because it's like I can go out to dinner with people that aren't even in the industry, and I feel like I just have such a great time because I'm on the same wavelength. If I go out here, sometimes people think that I'm crazy. I'm off in another world because of the aesthetics that we're involved in, right? Like you feel like I'm an outlier here, like I don't belong sometimes. But it's someone got it. Energy-based device, someone got it. Yeah, there you go. That's really good. Now, can we have you on again sometime? Because I think people now that they know you, they might even have more questions. And
yeah, of course.
Is it too hard on you that you'll never come back? I mean, what? Tell us. After this, you're going to get a rate. I'm going to get just like a lecture. When I lecture, they rate me. You know, if you can imagine at my age and stage, how was Dr. Rajani today? Rate him on 1 to 5. You're probably going to rate me as a host.
Oh, okay. I was scared.
I want all 5 stars.
I I was scared they were gonna rate me. Okay.
No, they're
No,
not going to rate you. You already won. You already won them over. I can see in the comments. But you'll probably rate me to see if I'm an
that's
okay
a
host. And
100% 5 star, obviously. But it was amazing. I mean, I don't really have that much of a chance to get to speak to consumers. I usually speak with doctors like Dr. Rajani, who help build our protocol, who help use our treatments to help use our skincare products to the right audience. So it was a huge eye opener for me as well to see live reactions from the consumers. So thank you for having me. Anytime, whenever you want me here, always just let me know. And I'm not sure if this is gonna help, but I just wanted to let the audience know how much of a nerd I am and how much I am invested into this technology and this product. I did my own skin biopsy, so my own skin histology. So I did the treatment on my arm, and I take like 2 millimeters of my skin out to see what it happens in the skin. You can actually see the scar over here. So it's that much I'm invested in this because I need to prove the science to the doctors if they want to trust our product. So I hope that helps.
I can
I
tell
hope
you
that
it permeates not through what your leadership. I know leadership might be the wrong word, but you're the culture of all the people that you work with. I can tell
Mhm.
you they have an element to that too, because when I walked in and talked to all them, they were nerds. Like we were like
Yeah,
5, 6 nerds sitting around, and
yeah.
I had 5 of them coming at me, and they were beautiful people and just were thinking on a different level with the
Yeah.
science, when I'm talking about the science.
I just hope my level of investment doesn't scare away the audience over here.
No,
So
this is a group of, like I say, the bigger we grow, the more I'm bringing to everyone because I have the ability to bring more to them, like bringing you to them and bringing spicules. Spicules aren't for everyone in America. Trust me, Americans are like, it's a different environment. So this is very new to many people. Our group here is a small group of people who are like-minded that want next level. And you said it best, want to be the best version of ourselves. We're not trying to be, we don't need, like I see in different countries, all like the elf ears and all that kind of stuff. Some people might want that, but it's more, we want to be the best version of ourselves. And most people here don't want surgery unless they really need it. So you're talking to the right group of people that understand and get you from what I hear you talking.
wonderful, wonderful.
And we thank you. I always appreciate everything you do. Now that you understand one of Korea's most talked about skincare technologies, you need to see what Korea is doing with professional skin tightening. Because the #1 skin tightening treatment I found there is a device almost nobody in America has heard of yet, but it's here. It uses advanced energy delivery, temperature monitoring, and impedance matching to tighten the skin while helping protect the facial fat. And now, for the first time, it's available here in the United States. Watch this video next because this could completely change the way you think about skin tightening. And remember, stay tuned here, keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.